Without prejudice to the sustenance of the present quality of education at all levels, this administration shall refocus our schools' curricula as an urgent response to the increasing complexity and challenge of the world we live in. Emphasis will be placed on technical and vocational education that will empower our people with the requisite knowledge and entrepreneurial skills for business, trade, and commerce. Towards this end also, some of our existing polytechnics shall be restructured for appropriate specialization.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, while taking over the affairs of governance in Delta State, made no pretenses about his desire to make the state a model learning center in the country. And he has since then run with a vision and arguably a zeal unmatched anywhere else in the country to actualize it. On this episode of Smart Delta, we shall be showing you how he has gone beyond fulfilling these promises and recorded numerous landmark achievements across the gamut of education subsector in the state. My name is Evelyn Nabife. Please stay with us.
One of the main policy thrusts of the OKOWA-led administration is the emphasis placed on personal development through skills acquisition as opposed to mere certification without hands-on skills. Having identified skills acquisition as a sure route to self-reliance to fight the twin scourge of unemployment and poverty, Delta's #1 citizen, acting on the communique from the Education Summit he convened at the beginning of his government, made technical and vocational education the centerpiece of reforms in the Delta State education subsector.
The whole idea was to look at statistics of our youth, look at the level of migration, look at the challenges that we have, look at why there is a rural-urban drift. And we narrowed down to search for white-collar jobs. So we decided to rejig the entire system. And that also led us to be able to accentuate that we need to be catching these children from cradle. And that's why the expansion of technical colleges came on stream. We are running technical education and vocational education and entrepreneurship across our tertiary institutions.
We realized that the technical colleges were in highly deplorable condition. Their infrastructure, equipment, and the technical colleges were nothing to write home about, as they were all in deplorable condition. But His Excellency the Governor took the bull by the horn by first revamping these 6 technical colleges and also having them equipped optimally to ensure that the training facilities are up to standard.
During Smart Delta Media Team's visits made to the technical colleges in Sapele, Otogo, Ofagbe, Utagbugbe, Abo, and Iseluku, students and teachers revealed to us the level of transformation brought to the various schools in terms of infrastructural upgrade, provision of equipment, and retraining of teachers, courtesy of the OKOWA-led government.
Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, I want to thank him for providing this machine for us. It has really been of great help to me and to the school and other students. It gives us visual understanding about a vehicle and how it operates.
I thank the government so much because I've already done very well in our department. And making the captains to look so special. It gives us, Mesa, everything that we need in this department. Sure, the government have already provided for us very, very well.
Technical education before now was dying. But thank God for Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. He put his weight down to make sure that technical college move ahead.
Just like the technical colleges, the vocational training centers were just as good. With 15 state-owned vocational centers spread across the state, thousands of graduates are churned out yearly, equipped with hands-on skills to become independent business owners, entrepreneurs, and employers of labor. At one of the various graduation ceremonies, Smart Delta Media team members were treated to skills exhibition. some of their newly acquired arsenal at the vocational centers to fight unemployment. We talked to some of the graduates who recounted their experiences.
I came here hoping to gather skills before I would go back to school, so I wouldn't be idle when I get to school. I didn't have an idea of anything. I was just, let me come and learn. But the experience so far has been wonderful.
I didn't have any ideas of how to make hair or how to make up. But immediately I came into this Delta State Vocational Center, I learned a lot. Our instructors were very nice and easygoing. They taught us things in a gradual way that we could understand. So, and I thank them for that.
Smart Delta.
Expand access and bring technical training to the doorstep of every Deltan across the 25 local government area. The governor of Delta State, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, when assuming office for a second tenure on the 29th of May 2019, made a promise to establish new 19 technical colleges in addition to the already existing 6 which were previously revamped in the first tenure. So what we are witnessing here today is a fulfillment of that promise. The inauguration of the state-of-the-art facility, one of the completed technical colleges, the Model Technical College at Saba.
Education and advancement of our children, it is my singular honor and privilege to commission this technical college. In every aspect of our human endeavor in this country, we have our thinking that can move us forward. So I want to thank the governor for this initiative. Even before we have a formal review of our educational system, he has decided to review the educational system in Delta State. So once again, congratulations.
With an atmosphere filled with celebration and jubilations, it is obvious that Deltans are happy at this development. Teachers and students alike shared with Smart Delta Media team their thoughts.
There are so many things in the school that make it outstanding and different from the regular conventional schools. We have trades here, we have catering, we have textile, we have automobile, woodwork, so many, just to mention a few. So if you're really interested in developing your child to be an entrepreneur, I suggest this is the best school for your child.
I like my school because they have nice things like the workshop, how they build the school. The school is just so fine for my likeness. They teach vocational trainings. My school is one of the best and it's one of the biggest schools I've seen so far in Delta State, and I'm very happy to be a candidate of Model Technical College Asaba.
The government started from the beginning and didn't stop.
According to architect Andy Imafido, the project contractor, this is one of the best of its kind in the country, with the quality of facilities, structures and equipment put in place.
Go around the country, you may not see a technical college as organized like this. People even liken it to be a university. And some of the universities in the country are not even updated up to this level. And apart from the environment, the structures that are there, everything is cleared. We even went as far as having a solar powered light for the students so that they will be able to help them to have 24 hours light.
Just like in Asaba, the students of the new government Model Technical College Efru in Uwia local government area have started enjoying the dividends of Governor OKOWA'S legacy in the education sector. A recent trip to the school by the Smart Delta Media team revealed how the students are putting these facilities to use. The principal of the college, Mr. Anthony Mbolu, while speaking with Smart Delta reporter, went further to highlight some other areas the school stands out amongst its kind.
I'm a technical college product, and from then till this present period, there's no technical college as standard as this one in all ramifications. Is it the buildings? Is it the facilities? Is it the equipment? So this one is an exceptional technical college. Maybe that is why they say it's a model technical college. Any child that is opportune to be here and knows why he or she is here, at the end of the 3 years, don't need to look for a white-collar job.
It is worthy of mention to bring to public attention that these technical colleges are tuition-free. This gesture is in tandem with the state policy that no child shall be denied education no matter the circumstances of birth or status. The tuition-free studies is without prejudice to state-sponsored school uniforms, footwears and other accessories to get students ready for learning. At the Efrum Model Technical College, however, the fully equipped textile department has taken it upon themselves to produce extra school wares for students as part of their training session. We interacted with some of the instructors and students, and this is what they had to say.
Some of the students, they don't know how to sew at all. So we are teaching them how to match machines straight. Those that have little knowledge already outside, we're helping them to know more about the sewing. Any child that finish from every trade, it will help the child to have a future, that I have something in hand that I wish when I leave, I'm going to continue with it.
I've learned how to weave and do some straight lines. I can make some uniform for the school. I want to say thank you for bringing those great machines for us so that we can use it to learn creative things, design how to sew, weave, and can build us in the future.
For students like Treasure, Nwachukwu, Emmanuel Edika, and their teacher, Mrs. Ruth Iginoba, whom we met in an ongoing class session, they are of the opinion that this Model Technical College is like no other. Take a listen.
As our motto says, it's a citadel of skills, meaning that they make sure that nobody's skill is left undeveloped. Your skill is developed through different areas of learning. The school knows your skill and then they help you to develop it.
This technical college is really an awesome development because I remember in 2009, the Minister of Finance said our youth are unemployable, probably because they don't have skill. So I thank God for Governor OKOWA'S who taught it wise to ensure that we have a technical college in Delta State.
A quick stop at the automobile department revealed how some students of Vocational 1 class were taken through the rudiments of becoming an automobile engineer. The class instructor, alongside one of the students, spoke to us afterwards.
The government has done well because before now, I'm also a graduate of technical school, SAPLET. Those machines then, they're already addicted. They have tried in terms of structural, in terms of environment, in terms of machine. There are some specimens that are here which aid the learning of automobile. They have done their best because in engineering, you see, you write, and you understand.
I like my school because the department I am, we have more than enough tools and equipment, and we can see what they're teaching us with our eyes and we can touch them. I want to thank the state government for the facilities that are given to us.
Obiaruku Model Technical College is also one of the newly completed technical colleges. From beautifully constructed structures to well-furnished and equipped workshops and other facilities, the school is no doubt set to impact young Deltans with hands-on skills training.
Smart Delta.
Read your book, oh.
Frank. It just feel like yesterday here now. When I gain admission, my mama come to tell me make I focus on my studies. Now I don't graduate. See the way she did very happy. And I no go ever forget to always appreciate Governor OKOWA. I understand, because to say Governor OKOWA no prioritize education for Delta State, by now you for still take 200 level because of strike. So when I look at you from 100 level to graduation, no strike at all, it gives me confidence why we must vote Atiku OKOWA this month. Atiku OKOWA is the only solution, not just to academic sectors, but to the problems of this nation. Vote Atiku Abubakar for president.
Smart Delta.
Committed to ensuring that a solid foundation is secured for the younger ones, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has over the years ensured maximum attention is paid to the development and standardization of public primary and secondary schools in the state.
I want to thank Governor OKOWA for all the things he have done to our school, the equipment, the lab, the library. I'm seeing good change in me because before in our old former classroom, I was not brilliant like this, but as we came to this place, I'm very brilliant now. In fact, I'm the prefect of my class.
We give kudos to Governor Ifeanyi Okowa for what he's doing. As a pioneer in this school, Iguba Otiku, I knew how we started, but today is a different story. We are so happy. The children are happy.
The continuous expansion of access to education across the length and breadth of the state is one thing the OKOWA-led government is known for. He has continued to ensure that both those in the upland and riverine terrains all have equal access to education. A typical example of this is the recent inauguration of Odokun Secondary School in Obogoro community, situated in the riverine.
We inspire our kids to develop their skills, their intellect, for the benefit of this great country.
Everything I see is just happiness around me. I just can thank God for the fact that our school is commissioned by our governor. So I'm just filled with joy and happy because our school is among the best schools now, and our school is now approved as a government school. Thank you to God Almighty and for OKOWA for commissioning the school.
Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, the governor of Delta State, a man that can turn bush into a city. There's hardly any facility you find in modern secondary school that you don't find here. We are very grateful to him. He has done really well. It's an opportunity we cannot forget.
Smart Delta.
The Teachers Professional Development Center, OWOIBO, is another legacy project the Delta State educational system will remain thankful for. Just as promised by OKOWA upon assumption of office in 2015, this well-furnished edifice, inaugurated by the Abia State Governor Ikpeazu, will see to the continuous training and retraining of teachers in the state in order to retool and re-equip them in line with present-day realities.
Governor Okowa has done so well. I am so thrilled that I am tempted to doff my cap for Governor Okowa. Well done, sir. I want to recommend that for those who are bothered about poor performance in school, children that are not doing well, unemployment, I recommend that you come to Delta State and learn how to solve the problems from first principles.
I hope to be impacted. At least we are going to learn more on curriculum. By the time we get back to our destinations, we'll be able to teach our teachers, give them good information concerning this training.
Tertiary education has not been left out of the Midas touch of the OKOWA-led administration. The Delta State government, under the leadership of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, since 2015, has initiated and implemented policies to make tertiary education function better. It has also built new infrastructures to accommodate the ever-expanding educational needs of young Deltans.
If you look at that height section, it's like that. For the number of seats to be accommodated.
We have a problem with this. The same each chair now, we have to be constructed with its own something down. That's the way to achieve a more proper thing for them.
Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, people call him the roadmaster. To win in academic, he is an academic administrator par excellence. Even though he's a medical doctor, he acts and behaves as if his calling is for the educational sector.
Delta State University, Abraka, is one of the ivory towers that has benefited hugely from the laudable policies implemented by the OKOWA-led government, from infrastructural upgrade to curriculum development, improved staff and students' welfare. In all, the institution now wears a new look. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Andy Eguyanga, sheds more light on this.
The state government has done a lot, and that is paying off because it has positively affected the ranking of the university. We are 78 of 218 universities in Nigeria, but currently I would say we are in the first 20. For the first time, the university went constructing roads. We are opening up the university and building tangible projects. The governor has done very well, and the effect is showing in every respect. And I think that has endeared him to the extent that you can see the trajectory that is currently being projected to be the next Vice President of Nigeria. And of course, higher education is clearly one of these areas where he has excelled.
Not too long ago, Smart Delta media team paid a visit to the school, and we were conducted around some of the newly completed and ongoing projects in the school. Interactions with some of the students revealed how grateful they are for the state government's intervention, which has not only aided the growth of the school, but also prevented unnecessary academic disruptions as experienced in most public universities in the state.
Those school was not like this in years before now. We didn't have a lot of buildings, but now you see infrastructures, there are buildings everywhere, and then educational system is advanced now, better than before. There are some facilities we have access to that some persons who graduated from this school a few years before now did not have access to.
Currently, there are so many buildings that are ongoing. So I think for infrastructure, we're doing very well. And for the academics, I must commend our lecturers.
To further bridge the gap in the educational needs in the state and broaden access to the teeming number of students seeking university education, the governor in the year 2021 took steps to establish 3 new universities in the state, including University of Delta, Abo, Dennis Osadebe University, Asaba, and the University of Science and Technology, Ozoro.
No society can develop without education. It is obvious that only a person with a lion heart that can wake up in the morning and say I'm establishing 3 universities. I give that to the governor for having the yearning of Deltans looking for admission all over Nigerian university, and they can't get. JAM cannot admit half of the population apply to it every year. So the surplusity, where do you keep them? This was informed His Excellency the decision to go right and see the 3 central districts educationally empowered. So for expanding the educational landscape for Deltans and Nigeria at large is indeed very credible legacy to leave behind.
During one of our visits to the new Delta State University, Ozoro, the now defunct State Polytechnic, we saw for ourselves the massive upgrade that has taken place in the school. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Obore, spoke more on the interventions of the OKOWA-led government thus far, which has brought the school to the level it is.
The governor has been so helpful. He has improved so much on the existing facility. But since its conversion to a university, to meet National University Commission standard, when we talk of buildings, state-of-the-art administrative building, the best you can find in any university. If you visit the department, you'll be surprised. You see the state-of-the-art equipment everywhere. Not only that, you can see a lot of road networks that have been constructed by the government. So much has been done within the last 1 year. The governor has not relented. He has assured us that whatever we need, we should let him know, and will give us approval accordingly.
Speaking further about the governor's drive to provide a well-rounded education, some of the staff and students of this institution had this to say.
I feel very happy. First of all, I would like to thank Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa for this great opportunity you have given to us, because students will now be able to come outside with a good grade. First of all, when I found that I'm going to come for Polytechnic, I was not really happy, but finally Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa gave us this great opportunity and changed the school to a university.
Infrastructurally, the university now has been greatly improved. You can see from the engineering faculty now, and see what he has done. It's a great rehabilitation he has done here. And for our staff area too, for the end of the month, salaries are paid. Our great governor is doing well.
Just like in the Delta State University of Science and Technology, Ozoro, the same thing is replicated in the University of Delta, Abo, and Dennis Osadebe University, Asaba. Amidst ongoing reconstructions and upgrades, academic activities are in full gear.
Lectures have started in 7 faculties. That is the hallmark of our achievement. I must commend our able executive governor, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. I have worked with a lot of people, but I have never seen a man that multitasks apart from managing this big state. He has time for institutions like this, ensuring that these 3 universities which he created in addition to that of Abraka are all running full steam.
The OKOWA-led administration's master plan for the development of education has over the years revolved around the provision of enabling learning environment to enhance teaching and learning at all categories of schools in the state. It has been an integrated approach to lay a solid foundation at primary school level and ensure high-quality rollout of graduates at tertiary levels of education. As the administration draws to a close, it is safe to say that the education sector is one for which Governor Ifeanyi Okowa would be remembered for having made a distinct mark.
The feedback segment.
This week, we received a question from Nkama James on our Instagram page, and it reads, "Good day. I heard recently that the new technical college in Efun is now in session. Please, I want to know if someone that has completed JSS 3 in the normal secondary school can still apply to the technical college."
I am very happy because of this question. That child that is in a conventional secondary school that just finished his JSS 3 exam is qualified to be admitted here. What we run here is pre-vocational 1, pre-vocational 2, pre-vocational 3. Then they graduate and now move to vocational 1, vocational 2, vocational 3. So that child that is coming from a conventional secondary school is going to take part in a centrally set exam to qualify him to go into vocational, starting from vocational 1.
I want to urge all Deltans and all Nigerians and persons from across the world to continue to watch Smart Delta. They're doing so well. It's a good means of communication of what we do in Delta State. I'm quite excited that they've been getting the information out there. If you want to know a lot about what is going on in governance and development in Delta State, continue to watch Smart Delta. You will definitely be able to get all the information that you require.
Text your questions to 0701337759 or send us a DM to all our social media platforms.
You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. I see a job and work creation in Delta, make the youth say them highlight. OKOWA. I see good roads everywhere in Delta, make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta. Say me I say, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.